Oh, weird. God, I've never seen that. That must be new. Oh my God, that's quite exciting. Quite exciting. And it's a good day because the chat is on the laptop. Woohoo. It's another day. It's another set of pajamas. Well, actually, it's a nightie and I'm sweltering because it's more of a winter one, but I can't be running up to get the poster in and put it that way. I'll be like, I'll be putting the laptop down and going. So, um, but yes, I haven't brushed my hair. I just chucked a clip in to wash my face and away we go. And okay, if you must know, I had to cover the spot in the middle of my third eye. I mean, I find it pretty funny, so I'm just telling everyone. That is so symbolic. I mean, like, those of you that aren't new know this, but those of you that are new might be like, what the fuck's she on about? But my guides and basically God, again, as a shaman, most of us would say great spirit, whatever you call yours, right? Like I said, my first choice is God, I have to be honest. But it is my guides and stuff too, and it's your guides and it's your loved ones, but whoever I'm channeling, power animals, blah blah blah. I find it hilarious that I'm just like, right, what the fuck, right? Like, look, I'm not being funny, right? Don't know why. It's just something that, I feel that that's okay, that I'm all right with that because I've got other bits and bobs that I'm not okay with, but I unconditionally accept about myself. Basically, what I'm trying to say is my skin is usually really clear, right? And so when I get a spot, it's kind of like, what? It will like everything will home in on it. And yeah, but long story short, it was just like, a couple of days. No, actually it was before it was surfacing when I was going out. I thought, for fuck's sake, I never go out. I go out like once a year and a spot's appearing. Fair enough it was the next day when you've kicked the arse out and whatever. So but it was just, like, and so long story short, and then it's just kind of like, yeah, obviously the next day when I woke up hanging, I'm assuming I did not wash my makeup off that night. I know that I had to watch the sick of later on, anyway, but it was kind of like, yeah. So anyway, this spot has appeared. So that's why it was like, and I noticed the range, I was like, why is my head like that? And the one I done yesterday. But it's because I've put my makeup on. Only girls will get, well, girls will get this and guys that wear makeup. But I've put my makeup on. And then my new bronzer is actually quite nice. But like, because I've put the concealer on onto it like that, so if you'll see what I mean. It was like my head was glowing. But so I've had to cover that today, and that's what I mean. Zoom is magic because not only have I covered it, I don't think my head is glowing. Like, and if it is, it will just be this area. But it's right in the middle. I was actually, I thought that's too far, but I actually found it so funny. I was actually just going to come on and show you. But yeah, so that's a clear message that I feel the people that are having a third eye awakening can't hide it because it was quite hard to cover that spot. That's the conclusion I've come to. Drink glitter and sparkle all day. Interesting mug that they've made me get, the sparkle mug. And they just drew me a sparkly border on a notice board up there. But I only got dressed to answer the door to Deliveroo. Yes, well that's more than I'm doing, Charlotte. If the postie comes, then I'll need to run and grab the dressing gown, but I mean it's a wee bit of a trek, do you know what I mean? So to be honest, it's okay, it's acceptable. It's just what happened was when I put the bra on, I know I'm talking about a bra again. I don't know when this will ever change, but see the new name could be the Shamanka and Pajampas. Pajankas. It doesn't really work, does it? Pajamas doesn't rhyme with Shamanka. And also I just called myself Shaman. But my button flew off. So that was a bit annoying. So, and the likeliness of me sewing that back on is slim to none. If my mum notices, but she's not going to notice, if I say to her the button came off, she'll sew it back on. But am I really that arse? I don't really think so. But it's okay, it's not at the top, so it's just in the middle. But it's like I said, it's a nice wee nightie. It is a nice wee nightie, but it's more of a winter one. I was just tired after doing the membership last night, and I was like, right, this'll do. Um, but yeah, I'll just leave my hair how it is because I haven't brushed it in anything. So So yeah, the Happy Lionsgate portal. They made me grab a few different decks here. It is very hot. I've opened the window next door, but it is really hot. I didn't think to bring the fan, all that jazz again. It's just I'm gonna put the links up. So we've got people signed up. Some of the people on here, we've got people signed up to the Lionsgate portal, and yes. So if anyone else wants to, oh look, and all that fits in. No, that can't be right. I only copied some of it. Oh no, maybe it has. No, it's not. Yeah, if other people want to join us, that would be great. But otherwise, we will bash on. Right, so I don't know if all of this will fit in. I'll see. Oh no, there's no way. That's far too much. Okay. What goes, what stays. Right, so it's not going to have all the options up, but I've got the... Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well, Charlotte, because I've not done it for ages. Like, it's definitely more than a year. I think it's 2 years, but... And like, the thing is, I don't think I've done any kind of group Zoom, because it's just like, I've offered it, but it just hasn't been the right time. And like I said, when it doesn't happen, it's because they... Oh, right. Oh, fucking hell. It's because I've copied the whole... Oh, my God, how annoying. Sorry, I'm just trying to fiddle about just before I forget this. It just wasn't the right time. Do you know what I mean? So obviously it's the right time. And it actually really makes sense of where I'm at in my life that it is the right time. And it's like I did say, like, I don't know if that was what I said to use in membership, but again, I'll say it in public too. There's something in that I was helping people with the free cards yesterday, which remember I used to do it all the time, but now I do it once a month. But again, sometimes I'm like, right, yeah, there's one person here, I'll give you a card. That's the kind of person I am. That like yeah, and then you know what I mean, and then I've manifested people for the Zoom. It's like, give her an open heart and it does come back to you. Maybe not right away, but that's instant manifestation, and that is what the Lionsgate portal is about. Lionsgate portal group Zoom will be 9 p.m. Right. It was just I condensed it all down so it would fit in the chat, and now it might. It still doesn't. That's a bit annoying. How annoying. I think I'll just take the distant healing bit out. But you can still go and oh yeah, that all fits. So basically, what I've put in the chat here, right? So again, if you're watching this at any point today before I'd say, maybe not, well, sometimes people are really last minute, but if you're watching it before 8:30 UK time, you'll have missed the distant healing, but basically I'm going to be doing distant healing for anyone that wants that maybe can't afford to do any of these things, but you want some kind of healing. I'm going to be sending distant healing out at 8 o'clock UK time, just for 30 minutes. I'm going to lie down and I'm going to shamanic journey, and I'm just going to do a shackle clearing and just basically ask for the energy to be sent to. So again, and so I'm not going to sit and go on about it, but if you're here all the time, you'll see people have a headache, their headache goes. People have a physical pain, their physical pain goes sometimes while I'm live on the chat. Other people, it can be a couple of days. Like there was something in my life, my actual physical life recently, I had a really sore foot, and like a couple of days later, after doing a bit of healing, like it was gone. Like the pain that they couldn't walk on was absolutely gone. So yeah, these kind of things happen all the time. And it is a miracle all the time and every day, not just on the Lionsgate. I mean, I actually said this to my best friend at the weekend. It is kind of funny that it's like, here's me like healing like Jesus and people acting like it's normal. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is miraculous healing that happens all the time. But you've got to believe. You genuinely have got to believe. It's like I can only get people so far into inner union and being ready to accept, your twin flame in your life. But if you're not actually doing the work on your part of it, if you're not doing the shadow work, if you're still, I don't know, sneaky linking, that's very American, sneaky linking, codependently, hooking up with your well, definitely with your ex if it's a karmic ex, or like your twin flame if you're not, embracing a separation, blah blah blah, all these different kind of, it's never going to happen. And that's why I always say what I say, and I'm as honest as I can be about the mistakes that I've made along my life. But we all need some secrets as well. And being a Scorpio rising, right? So, um, but oh my God, I really do look half asleep. And by the way, thanks for the likes as soon as I've come on, guys. 5 likes, loving it. Um, but yeah, so basically, if you would like the distant healing, that is £14.44. Don't know what is in your money. Use the link. It's in the community tab. It's a couple of posts back. I do feel compelled to say as well, although I know not everyone will get this, but because it is past, present, future, I have had over the years, like people actually sign up after I've sent the healing, believe it or not, and they feel it as soon as they send the money. Or like, they might still feel it a day later, but they do feel it. So, but that one probably takes another stretch of the belief system and the imagination. But I'm just saying, so if you want to do that, you can. But it's kind of funny because as much as I'm like a believer and all of that, yeah, I would have to really sort of be on board with somebody. There's only probably, yeah, like back in the day when I wasn't on all of these platforms, there is people that I know that can heal like me, that I would believe that, but with others I probably would want to catch it before the time to me. So anyway, because like I said, even if you don't understand the unique sort of blend of healing that is our channel, it is, I am a Reiki master as well, and shamanic healing and stuff, but it's like I said, it's more the galactic codes that come from me. But so there's that. If you're in the membership and you just want a double dose of everything, because really it's people that are in the membership that come to the group Zoom, because that's always how it works. It makes sense that the people that have invested even a little bit are going to be the people that invest and the ones that are level up. So I know that from business, from when I invest in people, I invest in a little thing and then I invest in the bigger things. Um, but if there's anybody, an outsider that wants to join, that's yeah. But basically, if you're in the membership, you can get that for a little bit cheaper. But I told you that anyway. Or like I said, there's a group Zoom. Is that it? And there's a flash sale is £88 for an hour session, which is the equivalent of the 144 session. So it's not everything, but depending on what it is you need, again, it's me, right? I'm going to make sure you get what it is you need in that session. Your soul will never, allow any more than what you can handle anyway. But it will be an hour. I'm going to endeavour to try and make those sessions the hour. The same with like, I've got add-on ones as well that are 30 minutes. So thank you. I know somebody got one of them recently. It's like when you book the Lionsgate Zoom, it'll give you an extra option there. And I left them on. I added them on ages ago, but I thought that'd be quite handy because it might be like, say you hadn't spoke to me that long ago, but you kind of want to sort of check in. I felt that that'd be quite good. I can't remember there's other things because I don't actually, I can kind of see, but yeah, there's other things. So they might be outdated, but yeah, just you'll see when you do that if you do it. And yeah, that's it. So let's just improvise and pull a few cards and bask in the Lionsgate portal energy. Right, so um sorry, I've just seen a title of a video which I'm very sure it's probably going to resonate with me, but I'll watch that after. It's hilarious. It's very similar to ones that I've channeled. Um, right. I believe, Claire, I believe in true love no matter what. Love it. I had to sing it like that. I can't wait for the rest of the membership tiers. I'm excited. Yes, I am also excited for that too. Like I said, I'm planning to do that around the autumn equinox, but um it might get delayed. We are in a Mercury retrograde right now, and we'll kind of still be in it for the middle of September, but we'll just see. Right, so what will I do first? Right, I'm gonna so I do this every, I don't know why I'm saying this because I do this every time I come on anyway, but I saged and then I Palo Santo'd and then I Florida water and I just usually do it when I'm on here. Well, sometimes I don't. And yeah, so I think I want to use these cards because I don't usually use them and they guided me to them. So I'm wondering if like a Saint Germain or a Lady Portia because I think I'm going to wear purple because I feel very guided to wear purple today for the crown chakra and like it feels like I channel my lady, I was going to say Lady Nada. Lady Nada might be working with us too. Lady Portia sort of vibes, like it feels like karmic justice, legal justice, karmic justice, kind of vibes. Oh yeah, so again, keep this anonymous if you don't want it to be known that this is you. But I found it fascinating that a couple of people noticed synchronicities where basically, right, but it was some point last year that there was a couple of you noticed, and again, if you don't mind it knowing that it's you, then that's fine, but a couple of you noticed that you had both had, now wait a minute, was it, I think you'd both had a divorce finalised on the same day, but different years apart, and it was 10-10. So, and there was just other synchronicities, but basically, it's any kind of 5-5, 10-10, like today, 8-8, although I believe today's 8-8-8. It's a portal, but yeah, 10-10 is like not quite the end, not quite the beginning, like the liminal space. And so, yeah, there's obviously some kind of timeline synchronicity with people ending karmic relationships or ending a karmic relationship as in a karmic marriage, because that was the one that I titled yesterday. Now, remember, people don't need to have been literally legally married. That could have just been a union, like you've been in a relationship. But I do feel it was actual marriages as well for some. And could have been short-lived. It feels like the films that I've channeled about that one where they're married for 6 months and they can't stand each other. So um, so I've channeled ones like this over the past year, maybe a bit longer. So, other titles might fit as well. Um, but actually, that makes sense. Yeah. So say that was literally like things that have been as short-lived as that, like relationships or actual marriages. It could be because those marriages are coming to an end now. So maybe they lasted about that and then so but it's other people it'd be like 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, whatever. But whatever that was the download that there are karmic marriages coming to an end right now for the real unions. Like so um and yeah, but basically, oh yeah, there you go. I've got so that's what I was basically getting around to saying. So some people, so Charlotte's one of them. I'm going to read that out in a minute. That Charlotte and there's another person that tunes in had noticed that yeah, they both got divorced on. Oh no, no, it wasn't married. Sorry, that's maybe what it is. Maybe you both got yes, maybe your wedding anniversary was both 10-10. That's what it is. And then last night Charlotte realised that her marriage ended on the Lionsgate portal 5 years ago, but another person, it was her, that was when her divorce was finalized, or was it when she split up? So, don't quote me on this. It's something, again, other people might come on and be like, oh, yeah, that's me. But whatever it is, there's some kind of synchronicity between like with karmic relationships, as in karmic being like, look, I just want to stress, karmic isn't always bad. Usually twin flames, I'm going to be honest, it is like but it's not always. Like so a good example would be I've had karmic things in my life where it could have been a friendship that had a really good stretch to it, but towards the end broke down massively. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like, or you realise that the whole time that was quite codependent and you couldn't recognise it. So it's the same with like a friendship, a family member, a lover, even, or yeah, like like because even that can happen to your twin flame. Like all the stories I've said about that before, like, oh, I didn't realise that that was, I did realise it wasn't the best if you're not officially together and then you're at, and then you've got feelings and then there's other people like that's going to get messy kind of thing. But bloody bloody blah. Do you know what I mean? I just find it fascinating. There's some kind of synchronicity here with the numbers. So we'll look out for when it is 10-10. But isn't it even weird that there's a few people? Because I think it was like three people actually, I'm sure. It was at least two of you though. It was you and I know who else it was. And then last night it was you and that's a completely different person. So I feel there's some sort of message in that. It's like, look, I don't know who, let's shout out to the Twin Flame community, but it would be interesting if there is anybody that is either ending relationship, a long-term relationship, ending even but ending some kind of like lovers connection for a twin flame, or if there's anyone that's kind of like that a divorce is being finalized or something, like, oh, that would blow my mind, because there's something I just feel with those synchronicities happening, there's something in that. But it's because it's past, present, future. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's something, if you're a twin flame, which most people tuning in this are, unless you're a karmic that's stalking, watching what I'm doing, or unless you're just somebody that, I don't know, I've worked with in the past and you're randomly like, what's she doing? Or I don't know, anyone else, other people from Facebook and Instagram that just like my banter and you just want to hang out, you're welcome to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just noticing that, most people, there's some kind of, and I just looked at 1331, which is mirrored numbers. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, last night I realised my marriage ended on 8/8 5 years ago, and I also got married on the 10/10. Mind blown. Yeah, really pretty crazy. And also the thing that I've said before, but just, if anyone's new, it is interesting to me. Again, I find it quite amusing too, but it is interesting to me that that's a long, long line of people over the, nearly 10 years that I've been working in public. It's 9 years. I like saying 10. I like rounding it off, but it's 9 years that I've been working in public with this name. It's longer than that I've been working in public. That's what I'll say. Like, basically, that it is very common that if you are not with your twin, well, basically I'm a twin flame healer, so if you, and I've been that the whole time, if you're not with your twin flame, you'll be put on my radar. And so there's some people, well, actually yourself included, Charlie, but you don't know, you don't need to go into detail, but like there's some people that have come to me and they've been with their karmic partner, right? And you could have even been happy enough, or you thought like this level of happy was what you wanted, and it's kind of like, but and then things slowly start to happen in your life. So that's what I mean by I'm a spiritual catalyst. Like, listen, I'm not here to break up marriages. I've just been like, I seriously haven't, whatever fuck rumors you're doing. But it's basically, it's the fact that it's like you weren't with the right person anyway. And if you have got a twin flame, some of you will be guided to me, and things will happen where you part ways from that karmic partner, however long you were with them, you know, so that the universe, I don't like saying the universe, but that's what came out of my mouth, so that God can start to align you, balance your chakras and your energy to go towards your person. Basically, that's the way. So that's what, so it does often end up the way that it is just weird now, because I've been doing this that long. And there was at one point I didn't even realise, but because it's been so long ago, I can say this, that, different membership groups that I've had and one-to-one work, there's so many, if not everyone. Like, when I think, I'm like, oh my God, right enough. Like, someone was in a relationship or they were in a marriage, and but the key point is they weren't happy or even deeply unhappy, right? And or for some of those people, not all, you were spiritually asleep too. And or to some level, actually, everyone is. And then, you wake up to, all right. And then, though, there's been a course of events that and like I said, it usually, like, I can think I'm now being shown various different people where it's years, sometimes like somebody can still be in a bit of denial, or kind of like, is this real, this twin flames? But it's not just about the love. That's what I want to stress. Like, there's still some people that have been on my radar, right? And it's like, whatever it is I'm talking about, whether it's astrology or it wouldn't be this is the thing though. This is what is amazing. I'm going to read what Charlotte said in a minute, because I'm sure that'll all be really quite like, tie in with what I'm saying. But Andrew, Nathan, and anyone else that says anything. But the thing is, it's like, I feel it's quite like, because it's so far in now, that it's important people know that, because there's not a lot of other twin flame genuine healers that have got that experience where that has been the case. Um, and there's something in it. I really do feel it is like, the Saint Germain and Lady Portia thing too, that it's like, I know that a lot of the people I've worked with, more than a few people, they now help people that are going through like a divorce, or some kind of breakup, or because you've literally went through it. So I haven't literally went through it, but I help you with it. The same as, I've never properly been in a proper grown-up relationship, guys, but I help people their love life, and I'm fucking good at it. Their love life, whether you're a twin flame or not, because people that listen to this that aren't a twin flame will get help with their love life, because I teach people about boundaries, and everybody needs to know about boundaries. But obviously twin flames are the main ones. They're the people that only ever book with me. But yeah, I do feel that that's kind of fascinating. But this is there's on sorry, I'm just letting this is Lionsgate Portal Energy. It's just like this is what I mean. Like this is why I'm in my jam. Well, it's not why I'm in my jammies. I'm going to do that quite a lot. At least, like I said, at least 2 out of the 4 days I do this, I'm going to be in my jammies. At least one, but I'd say two. Um, like I couldn't sleep. Like I was still awake at like 5, 6 in the morning, like because the energy's just flooding through. But it is like if I had been told right at the start of doing this, like 9, 10 years ago, oh, you're gonna have to help the people that are in a loveless relationship, or you're gonna have to help the people that have married. It's not the wrong person, but they've married someone that they're not gonna be afraid of. I'd be like, absolutely fucking not, because I actually really respect marriage. Like, like that's why it actually angers me. It does, like it angers my soul, like because it is a union, and I'm like, it's so important. And if you're actually gonna sign your life away like that to somebody, you want to trust them. So I don't understand when people marry for money and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. But I know that that isn't how everybody comes into it's part of the programming. And if you are the one that's predominantly, regardless of your gender, in the divine masculine energy, whether you realize it or not, it's like the word you've been indoctrinated, and you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I can't say that word, but it's the next logical thing, especially when children come along and you haven't planned them and all that kind of blah blah blah. But I know there's loads of other reasons. But the point of it is, what I'm saying from my personal point of view is, it is weird for me that when I look back on that, like, God, that's so weird that that person was married and now they're not. But some of those people, like, see, now I'm just seeing a different person every time I'm saying this, because now I'm actually being shown a woman that was still married but was split up from her partner. But basically, this is anonymous, but this person, if she still tunes in, and if that person still tunes in, I would love to hear from you because it's been a long time and I worry. But it's like that person was still like, the ex was taking advantage of her kind nature, but he was still, he was with a new person. And when she came to me, I'm like, right, none of this is okay. And that guy's not, you know what I mean? He's taking the piss because he was. And anyway, long story short, I helped her to get her boundaries up with everyone in her life and actually see it through to a divorce. So I was really proud of this woman. And now I believe she's actually got an amicable friendship, which not many people can do, with her ex-husband, but proper boundaries. And this, I don't know about now, but like, was with her twin flame, looking towards it being actually like going the way to serious commitment and marriage and everything like that. So like I said, I don't know, because people basically, a lot of people, once they do get a union, this ride is so hellish and you get sick of watching twin flame people and all that. You just fuck off, and if I dare, do you know what I mean? It's just, but it's yeah, but that is just one of many, because there's another person, keeping it anonymous, that again was married unhappily, now divorced, following her calling. I'm now seeing another person, um, same deal, following her calling. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not everyone, but it's actually quite a few people. I'd say it's well over double figures. So, do you know, I just think that's kind of fascinating, because, like I said, it is unusual when, if God had said, right, you have to help people that are unhappy in a marriage get a divorce, and that, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, because I don't do the bit where I'm not like holding somebody's hand to chum you to get the divorce, you know what I mean? But I am energetically guiding somebody through something that is like really challenging. So if you are somebody that's had to do that in the past, um, whether I was part of your life or not, like, I'm just honouring that that is really difficult, and you should be really proud of yourself, because like I said, I've never had to go through that, and yeah, maybe I have in a past life, but I don't know. Right, so anyway. Right, I was literally halfway through the video you did 12 hours ago, and then I noticed a notification you were live. That's actually synchronicity made me happy. Ah, good, yeah, because you weren't on that other one, were you? Never occurred to me, but after the prayer circle, I got a nudge to look up when I split from my ex. That was God giving you a wee nudge. Yes, almost a year before we separated, we had our first call. So, you know what I mean? So again, people could blame me if you want. I'm really joking. We're not in the blame game, but you know what I mean? It is kind of interesting, isn't it? Because, like, again, I didn't even connect those dots until like me and Charlotte spoke years later, eh? And I bet you don't, like, a lot of other people don't either. Like, they don't, because it's maybe it's just meant to be that way, but some people do. Like when I had a membership at one point, I'm like, oh my God, wait a minute. But it's not like, oh, it's not a cult, like I promise. I'm not like, come here and then it's just the person isn't happy anyway. And because my Pluto's in the 12th house in Scorpio, if you're not happy, I'm going to be a giant ass mirror that's going to show you you're not happy. And therefore it, so because some people can live in a lie, like for the rest of their life. But that's breaks my heart. Whenever I'm around somebody and I know they're living a lie like that, it kills my soul. I can feel it. I can feel when people aren't happy, especially if it's to do with love. Don't tell anyone that's awkward because if people are like, "Oh my God, you can tell them not," but I can feel it. Right, when you revealed the twin flame thing to me, it all made sense. I just hadn't had a name for it yet. And thanks, Charlotte, for again, because it is amazing when people actually do back me up so that people know that this stuff is all true. So I really do appreciate those of you that do hang around and share this stuff. But also I respect it has to be it has because like I said the things I'm talking about did happen now like years and years ago, so I can talk about this and it is anonymous, but I'm quite excited I can talk about it because I've spoken about it before, but it must be relevant for me to go on about this. And again, I feel it is to do with that download about these karmic marriages, because that's what it is. Whether someone's in it for 20 years, 30 years, 5 years, 6 months, a year, it's a karmic marriage. It was something that wasn't meant to last forever. And so you might find that and that's why I always say that about with the seventh house, right? It's Libra energy. Oh, and it's Libra moon, Charlotte's Libra moon, which is justice, legal justice. Look at all the things I've been speaking about: legal justice, karmic justice, and it's also um love, peace, and harmony, and it's union and it's marriage, but it's also where your karmic partners are. So do you see what I mean? It can be karmic friends can be there. That could be a friend that you have for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. But then I mean, I've got people in my life that that had friends for like 40 years. And then you realize this friendship isn't equal, like actually, and so some people can wake up a lot later on in life and be like, can't believe I've been married to this person, or I can't believe I've been friends with this person for 40 years. Like they're treating me like shit. Or you know what I mean? I can't believe I've taken this from my sibling, or I can't believe I'm blah blah blah. I can't believe I allow, my mum and dad to whatever. Like I've dealt with it all with people. So I suppose the message is like be careful how you treat people, because look at what they just guided me to. I can see all I could see was power. I'm a radiant, glorious, powerful being. When you step into that energy, you won't take crap from people. You'll be like married to a dick, so what? Give me a divorce. Got children with someone you don't trust, you feel like you have to stay with them. Actually, no, I don't. I'll do right by my kid, I'll do right by my kids, but see you fucking later. Do you know what I'm saying? I know it's not that easy, guys, but you know what I'm saying. You know, had a friendship with someone for God knows how long. You're like, oh, I can't, because I've had that before over the years. Like, people, it's kind of like, whether it's like other people commenting on other people's friendships a long time that break down, or your own. Like people are like, oh, but that's such a shame. You've been friends with. And also the other thing that can happen is people can gaslight it. And if you're the person that cuts it off for good reason, other people could be like, oh my God, I can't believe they done that. What a horrible thing to do. Because so many people are codependent themselves and they're in toxic friendships. So of course they're going to see it like that. Or they've got toxic family members, or they're in a toxic marriage, or they're in a toxic relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything's going off here. Wow. The song that just went off is James Bay, because again I've set it for 144 to remind me that, well, to tell me it's 144, and also like to remind me I'm probably going to get off at 2 or something. Um, but it's the song from the end of After. So there's a message too. Yesterday we had the wedding song from Twilight, where I'm talking about weddings. Today we've got the song from the end of after a hellish ride of 5 films when they get together. Sorry, I just ruined it for you, but that's true. And then because it's about that film's about true love, but it's also about codependency, and it's also about that is somewhat karmic until they both heal. So there you go. That'll really resonate for a lot of you scorpionic plutonic twins, which I'm absolutely consider myself to be that. And I know that Nathan, yeah, you resonate with that too. Hello, Lexi. But yeah, this is like I'm just going bit. But yeah, so James Bay, oh, she might want to look at the lyrics. Oh, actually, wait a minute. This has got something about marriage as well. but again, because marriage is union, so I'm just getting that across. That it's like some people have been in a false union, right? Sometimes I'm beaten, sometimes I'm broke, because sometimes the city nothing but smoke. Wait a minute. Is there a secret? Is there a code? Can we make it better? Because I'm losing hope. Tell me how to be in this world. Tell me how to breathe and feel no hurt. Tell me how, because I believe in something. I believe in us. After the wreckage, after the dust, I still hear the howling. I still feel the rush. Over the riots, above all the noise, all through the worry, I still hear your voice. So tell me how to be in this world. Tell me how to breathe. Oh, I think that's just how the. Or maybe that's not the one that's got something about. I think I'm thinking of the other one. There's another one that's got a line about managing it, but basically that's nice because it's like it's meant to be that they've got married and had another kid and blah blah blah, and it's happy ever it's I howl. Every time I watch it, I'm fucking howling because at one point it did not look like they two were going to end up together, so that's part of it too. That's part of people that resonate with that. It doesn't seem like it was going to happen, and it's going to happen because it happens in that film. So, and they don't give me films like that for no. They don't give me it for no reason. It's someone's, might not be yours, mind you, but it's someone's. So. I shuffled these and I didn't actually pick one. I just let all that flood out. Ironically, years and years ago, you were either one of the first ones I heard explain the twin flame dynamics and journey, and I only knew about soulmates. Yeah, I think when you said a few years ago, I think you said I was the one. I usually am the first one, and even if I'm not the first one, I'm probably the first genuine one because there aren't a lot of genuine. There are. There's some genuine people, but there's a lot of people talking shit, and there's a lot of there's people telling half truths. There's people keeping it general, but there's people, well, anonymous, but it's people that they've got a bit of it right, but then some of those same people could be like encouraging you to hook up with somebody else because your twin flames off down soulmate road. That's not a true twin flame or healer in my eyes. They're going to add more karma to your journey. I must stress, so I always have to stress that that's only if you're a twin flame. If you're not a twin flame, and the person you're in love with has went off with somebody else, then yeah, by all means, heal your heart and go and fucking find somebody else, right? But if you are a twin flame, you can do that too, but you're gonna you're gonna end up at square one. So that's my opinion on it. But again, and also you have to use your own discernment because I've got a unique journey here. Like I've told you before, like, it's God puts me in weird positions where it's like a force field around me. It just doesn't happen. And whenever men do get interested, it's always somebody that's like, not well, basically not single, They've got a girlfriend, they've got a wife, they've got something, and it's like, and it's over all the year, like this is like years ago. But I mean it can still even happen now, it's kind of like it's just, and it's like, no, like what the fuck? No. You know what I mean? I'm not being funny, but like even if I wasn't a twin flame, no. So um morning indeed. Yes, I had a dream about splitting up just last night. Speaking of marriage, oh my God, awful dream. Oh my God. Okay, well, you know, we're we're praying for your union. That's oh, but right. So, but again, that could be the devil. So you just got to pay attention to pay attention to your journey and what it's telling you. Right, what is this? Archangel Metatron's retreat. Well, I think I'll need that after whatever energy's flooding through here. Archangel Metatron's retreat is above the Temple Luxor of Egypt. Oh, and Egypt's connected to the Lionsgate portal. Serious energy, that alarm's nippy as fuck. But also when alarm's going off, I feel this is to do with the hidden spot, which you can probably see when I move. The third eye opening for people that were spiritually asleep. He maintains this energy by bringing forward spiritual discipline. He suggests you to commit to a spiritual practice if you do not already have one. Luxor is the spiritual throat chakra of the earth. As it ascends, people will communicate higher wisdom and link telepathically with all of life forms. You're asked to send love and wisdom to all sentient beings. Like for instance, when I do the distant healing, which there's every chance nobody will sign up to that, but I just like to offer it because it's like if you can't do the other things, that's when I'm doing a lot of I'm doing telepathic healing all the time, right? But it's like um Yeah, people can hear what I say. Like I actually do guide us on the shamanic journey, like if you're watching a video, and like people have said it's like they felt what I was saying, so it's really kind of amazing. But also be careful what you're saying, speak kindly to yourself, speak kindly to other people, speak kindly to your twin flame because you're really speaking yourself. Um, this card invites you to visit Metatron's retreat in your sleep to accelerate your spiritual growth. So maybe a few of us were doing that. I am visiting Metatron's retreat in my sleep tonight. So there you go. Maybe I actually am. Maybe you actually are. Right, so Metatron's my guardian angel. Nice synchronicity. Yeah, Metatron has got a lot to do with looking over the twins too. It's not one that it's not one of my go-tos that I would talk to a lot, but like for instance, like the work that I do with children and healing people's inner child, Metatron's to do with that. So as well as other things. Um El Moira, oh my God, that's another twin flame guide. So that's that, because in my other deck, that is, yeah, so that's interesting. That is a twin flame guide. And these aren't twin flame cards. El Moira, the Chohan of the first ray of action. He's helping us with the changes ahead and our opportunities for ascension. He's a member of the White Brotherhood and originates from Mercury. We're in Mercury retrograde. El Moy, I will say Moira, but I think it's Moria. I don't know. Will become the Manu, the perfected man on whom the new root of race of humanity. This sounds like divine masculine leaders. With its 12 strands of connected active DNA will be based. In drawing this card, you're asked to lead by example, employing the self-discipline, which is what I've just spoke about. It does take major self-discipline to stay on the twin flame path or the kingdom spouse path, which like I say all the time, same fucking thing to me. You can be the decider of that. Strength and integrity. When ascended master, you're reminded to use your power for the highest good. I'm saying that because, like I said, you could watch other people and they'll put it across like it's a different thing. And I think that's just people in denial. Like, not, I don't know, either not wanting to accept that who they fought with their twin flame isn't their twin flame. So they're just going with this kingdom spouse thing to be like, oh, now I'm going to, that person's not behaving right, or they're not ascending quickly enough to catch up with me. So I'm just going to call in a kingdom spouse. Talking shite, mate. Talking shite, sorry. Just saying. Quite funny though, the way I said that. Ascended, I think we'll make this the last one, but it's another retreat one. Ascended Master Retreats. The great masters of Earth, having had incarnations, mastered their lessons, the great masters of Earth have had incarnations, mastered their lessons, and ascended. They're disciplined but compassionate, for they understand the challenges of being in a physical body. And I don't say this all the time, and I actually did say this to one of you in one of the last Zooms that I done. But I don't sit here and say that all the time. But in the last two Zooms I've done with people, or two, I don't know if it was the last exact two, but in two of the Zooms I've had over recent months, somebody has said, like, you're an ascended master. You know what I mean? Like and one of the person didn't even know me that, but it's like they can just clearly see. So it basically is, it's like, but that is right. It's like I have had many lifetimes. And that is how I know the twin flame journey that well. And I just know it. It's my soul's calling. It's my life, whether I like it or not. Like I say all the time, can I actually stand that I have to say twin flame that much? It does my head in to talk about it so much. But I have a few days where I'll be moan and then I get back to it. But it is that kind of. I've always said when I was really young that this is my last life. I've always been a very, very old soul, and actually, typically, Scorpio risings do tend to be very old, wise souls. But so I'm saying this because like some of you may resonate with that too. And it's just basically what that says. It's like I have got an extreme amount of self-discipline. I do understand what I've came in here for. It is unusual that I get people saying all the time, like, you're a nice looking girl. Well, it's women now. You're a lovely person. You could have this, you could have that. Why you been single for 21 years? You've got to be strong within yourself to know your own journey, to be like, thanks for the compliment, thanks for saying this, but basically this is, and also it's just like I said, like I genuinely, it gives me like I have like it's like it's very strong reactions to like basically I'd rather be with the person that I'm meant to be with, or I'd rather be alone. I'm very, very strong on that, and that's with astrology. That is Saturn in the first house too. Like so this is an invitation to visit and sleep or meditation those ascended masters from whom you wish to learn. What I'm basically saying is Like, yeah, I could have folk that are hitting on me and I could like hit it and quit it and, have it, whatever. Like I'm saying, it makes me laugh because I'm pretty sure some of the rumours that people probably say are that, because people like to make up shit. But it's kind of like, it's, personally, I'm just telling you what I want. Like, that does nothing for me. Like, I get stimulated up here. Do you know what I'm saying? Before anybody else, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't turn me on unless somebody has turned me on in my mind and like my soul, and I know somebody's heart, and I know I can trust them, and I know their loyalty, blah 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 blah. That's when somebody will get my body. Like, other than that, I'm not interested. So other people aren't like that. They'll just fling their body about. They'll go with whoever. You wake up in the morning and be like, oh, what have I done? Mercury retrograde. You've got to be a munter. Do you know what I'm saying? It's quite funny. I don't know where this is coming from, but I'll go with it. It's like an act in the Edinburgh Festival right now. This is an invitation to visit and sleep or meditation those ascended masters from who you wish to learn. In their retreats in the inner planes, they teach their skills and knowledge to students. You can absorb this at an etheric level and start to bring the wisdom into your life. If you feel a resonance with particular ascended masters, ask them to guide you. I walk with the ascended masters. The point of that is you don't need to be a nun, you don't need to be a monk, but you also don't need to buy into the generations of just sleeping anyone for the sake of it, because those people, and forgive yourself if you've done it, again, come to Jesus, deliverance, that's what I do, deliverance for people. I just looked at the brother who did the rose when I'm saying that, and also Mary Magdalene. I mean, that's what Mary Magdalene's about, you know what I mean? It's if you don't want to be like that, then don't be like that. Don't fall in with the crowd. I think I'm talking to some younger people now watching this too. It's like, it's not cool. It's not cool. And my guides have educated me over the years on what soul ties do. And it's pretty horrifying, like that's when you get people that are obsessed. Like, and I'm not talking about being in love with somebody from afar. If you're a divine feminine or a divine masculine that's in love with somebody from afar, and you're respecting that they're with other people and you're just living your life, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about karmic partners that you sleep with somebody. Even you could even have a relationship, you could even have a marriage, but once you say I don't want to be with you, and they don't leave you alone. They turn up at your door, they phone you, they text you, they call you. Because I've helped people with all stuff like this. That's a toxic karmic tie, and it's dangerous. So that's what people need to take on board here, is when you are getting involved with somebody like that, um, know who you're getting involved with. Not everyone's going to take that board, but I get that. Very strong energy that's coming through. What else do we need to know here? And that's why I'm saying I'm a good teacher of it, because I don't sleep around. Like, I have years and years of celibacy when I haven't needed to, basically. Because that preserves your sexual energy. And it's like, the only person that would be able to catch me on and off, do you know what I mean, would be the other half of my soul. So it's but not with where I'm at now, not with where I'm at now. Like, that's why I say all the time, like, it's you shouldn't be, because I've learned a lesson, you shouldn't be calling in your twin flame just however willy-nilly. Like, you know what I mean? You should be like, I want to unite I want to unite with my twin flame when we're both healthy and balanced and healed enough to be able to talk and not lie and to each other and whatever and hide behind a mask. Say something like that, because otherwise you're just desperate for something that's going to fall apart later on anyway. Sorry, this is really harsh, but sorry, not sorry. It's true what's coming out here. It's all things that I've learned from either my own journey or from helping other people. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You just might get the person when they're not ready. And they'll tell you whatever it is you want to hear, because that's what you were wanting to hear. Because remember, I do help people identify false twin flames too. So, sometimes it's the person you thought was your twin flame maybe isn't. So I don't like saying that too much, but it's true. Light body, crystal grid, transmission activation. Yeah, well, that's what's happening right here. Rapture. Oh my God. Whoa. Wow. Oh my God. Rapture. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. So, I mean, activation and rapture, yeah, it does feel like very strong energy. And that's what I'm saying. I think that's why all this stuff's coming through about endings of relationships or even endings of marriages that are karmic because it's the rapture. It's like, we're in the end times. Like, you don't want to be going down the toilet hole that is Earth with your karmic partner. You want to be like, fucking hell, I can't believe I wasted all this time and I didn't follow my heart. I'm at least going to find my twin flame. Do you know what I mean? That's the way that I would see it. Mother Rose, return. Oh my God, look at what I said. Returning to each other, compassion, humanity. And that's like what I was just saying there as well. That some of you could have been on quite a bumpy ride and then you return to each other and you have to have humility, understanding, empathy. God, no, I need to get them. Wait a minute. You don't. Yeah, I have to be careful there, but it's fine. Um, um, come to me. That's always like the masculine being led to the feminine, attracting like a rose. Yeah, you can't see. Attracting like a rose, receive abundance, desires. Again, remember the Lionsgate portal is about receiving abundance, which is happiness. It's not always money. It is about, but it can be money too. Like, like for instance, obviously I'm going to have received money because I'm holding these events, but I bet you I'll receive money from different places as well because I'm in that vibration, because it's like I was believing it before. Because again, I didn't know if anyone was going to sign up, but as I said to people in the membership, I did have a strong feeling because it's like I saw me doing it. But sometimes I've had a vision of me doing it and it doesn't go ahead too. So this is what I mean. Like I've had visions of me and my twin flame before, and look, it's still no fucking here. But it's like, it's you don't get to know when and how this all sort of comes about. Attracting like a rose, receive abundance, desires. But just know that when you're in that energy of joy, you're attracting what is right for you. Oh, and I knew that was going to come out. This card wasn't actually with all the other deck, and I just put it back because I found it and it's come out. The bloom. Creations realised, right time, harvest, celebrate. Yeah, it's the right time. It's the right time for some of you to be attracting this the anointed to be attracting the sacred union. And wow, guys, do you remember I'm like, guys, in the membership last night? See, I'm even cringing that I'm saying that, the membership. I've not used those words for so many years. The membership, but it is a membership. So I don't know why. The word annoys me. In the sacred circle. I could say in the sacred circle. I might say that to be different because the word membership annoys me. But I did, at one point, I was spraying the Florida water and I said, oh, I'm anointing us. And I said it like I was joking, but I'm never joking. And look, the anointed. Answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts, the sacred union. Beloved within, inner and outer relationships. What that means is the energy that is coming through today is a very powerful, potent energy of getting you into that inner union. And you have to be in inner union to receive the physical union. It doesn't mean, oh, you get in, and again, this is like well-meaning people, but I've caught people over the years and even recently sort of describing it like as soon as you're in inner union, it's going to be a short space of time and you can expect to be in a physical union. I'm sorry, I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't, right? I have to be honest with you. Like I've been in inner union quite a few years, but I always get closer and closer to being in a stronger inner union. But it's you've still got to surrender, because in a way, if you're kind of thinking like that, you're still not fully surrendering, lifting the veil. That's me lifting the veil. It's very like one of the shorts I clipped from one of the lives recently. Act like they're not coming. Like just accept it like they're not coming. But that doesn't need to mean like you're like, oh right, I'm going away with John down the street, or I'm going out the night and I'm fucking pulling everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? Watch this, somebody's that'll be relevant. But it's because it just rolled off my tongue. That's how I know it must be relevant to someone. But it's just like, like truly let go, surrender, let go of the time, let go of the restrictions, which believe me can be very hard when people are getting older and all of that, and there's all these different things that you thought your life was gonna look like. That's when you truly know you're surrendering, when you actually go through the grieving period of being like, this is what, like, this needed to happen by this time. You know what I mean? Because even like I said it yesterday, like, and it's like, it is true. Like I have certain, well, really, really, this year, like being 40, it was a bit of a cut off for me in my head. But even I still know it isn't really a cut off because, like I've said, how's it? You know what I mean? I'm still going to hear the guy out whenever he fucking turns up. I'm just sort of broadcasting. Do you want to hurry the fuck up and have a conversation with me? You know what I mean? So anyway, well, in your own time, it is Mercury retrograde. I'm sure you're sorting that out. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Because being serious, it's about closure. I don't think it's fair to leave people with no closure. And I think I've been left long enough. So I think that's what I'm just saying that. I'm just broadcasting that. And I think that that might be a lot of you. But maybe some of you don't want to know. But I'm in a place of, I think it's about time we had an honest conversation. I had a dream about, oh, I read that bit. Very hard for my Aries. Yeah, right. So what else do we need to know here? Message in a bottle. Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Hilarious. Although I'm not going to get it because I'm being so demanding right now. But again, I'm channeling the energy. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm saying that from my point of view too, but I'm saying it for everyone that it's like it is. I feel we are in that time of lifting the veil, answers coming in. I'm sure there was something that whatever I'd done yesterday, it was like answers are coming. You know what I mean? There's going to be messages in a bottle. It's Mercury retrograde. Answers are coming that you need. Even if that is like, look, this person is with somebody else, they've not got the courage to leave the relationship. Well, great, fine. At least you know, and you can accept it, and you don't need to be forever living your life. Is this person ever coming? Co-create, like with God. Ask your guides for the answers. Create abundance, all that glitters. But again, I know that this is what they're saying. Look what I just said about 40 as well. There's a 40 on the card, and there's 16 the tower, and there's also 15, the devil. So some people were caught up with the devil and all that glitters wasn't gold. This is the karmic relationships, karmic unions that are breaking down. Some people fell for all that glitters is not gold. And now that they know the truth, or when they find out the truth, there's no place like home, which is your twin flame, building blocks. These people, men and women, female, male, they're going to want to build with the real person. And you might be the real person that I'm talking to right now. Or you could be the person that was building with a karmic energy. Again, it's just, or you've already went through this bit. It's just, it is what it is. Truth be told, yeah, it is what it is. Truth, that's the truth. But what is important with the owl on it is that you recognize what you want now and you don't let things hold you back. Between worlds, that I'm sorry, I'm loving how passionate this message is. That is the people that are stuck in between worlds. You're half in the old crumbling, dying world, like I just said, the end times, and you're half getting it about stepping in. Hello, Michelle. Happy Kitty Cat Gate Day, everyone. Gots to go. Yes, happy Kitty Cat Gate today. No, I just can't say all those words, but happy Lionsgate. Enjoy your decent coffee at work. I mean, that's unusual that you'd have a good coffee machine at your work, but I'm happy for you with that. But yeah, between worlds, this is the masculine energies like that are you're caught between worlds, caught between the fear and the new earth energy. So again, I know that a lot of you will resonate with when you were once that person, but you might not be now. So, tap into the fear of that because that's where a lot of you or your twin is at right now, between worlds. It's like before you jump a timeline, before you have that paradigm shift to be like, wait a minute, why am I keeping myself stuck? It's interesting because I wish they'd stop making me bend down, but they're pulling my eyes to Five of Pentacles and Eight of Swords. Like, I'm out in the cold and I'm stuck in my head. But I remember saying this to one of you on a Zoom like not long ago, that it's like the person was describing to me how they think they're stuck. And then I was like, I'm seeing the Eight of Swords in my head, and then I got a tarot deck and I shuffled, and I think I'm pretty sure the Eight of Swords did then come out. I think it came out twice actually. But the point is, this is about those of you that you feel you're stuck and you're out in the cold. But you're not stuck. Like there is something that you can do about it. Maybe it's that you just need to go and get help from the people that know how to help you get stuck out your head. Whether that's a therapist, a shaman, a healer, a coach. I'm all of these things, by the way. But again, you don't need to come. I say it all the time. You don't need to come to me if I don't resonate. But if you've got these problems that I'm describing, probably would be wise to if you resonate and you trust me. And we've got people that actually are, that can advocate, that have helped them through things. Flexible. Treasure Island, yeah. I think it's like you've got to be flexible with how this abundance comes in. And with the 9, it's a completion of a cycle. I do think there's a completion of a cycle for a lot of people coming about September. Could be around the autumn equinox. Equinox, I can't say my words, I'm saying that fast. 10:10 my time, I know wish fulfillment will occur today. Absolutely, call it in. And also that could be about tomorrow, Friday. I'm sure there was a card yesterday that was indicating Friday as well. The observer. So I feel observer. I feel that's about the twin flames that have been observing their twin flame before they make their kill, like before they come in, because it's a fox. Yang, masculine energy. See, I'm not talking shit, guys. I know sometimes it might look like I'm just saying this shit and it's coming from nowhere. But look, that's the masculine twins that are observing. And they are looking at the feminine, when they know it's their true feminine, that's Treasure Island. They're poised and ready to take action. I don't use this deck a lot, but look, the tribe. So while you are doing whatever you're doing, just surround yourself with soul family. And look, because it's the 8 as well, the Lionsgate portal, August 8. It's basically letting it's got giraffes on it. That's about seeing things from a higher perspective. Make sure you're basically surrounding yourself with a safe tribe. So for instance, this channel, I'll surround it with protective energy, but obviously karmic energies could spy because it's in public. But big wows, hiya, how you doing? Hope you have a good day. But it's kind of like, I don't know where this humor's coming from, but it's pretty funny. But it's kind of like, that's what the membership's for. That we can talk about other things in there. Do you know what I mean? Because like I said to them last night, but if people join and I don't know who you are, I'm gonna ask who you are. So other YouTubers wouldn't do that. They would just want your money, basically. Not all of them. I mean, people are genuinely trying, but it's like I don't want people. I need to know who you are. Like I didn't let people join my memberships on Facebook that didn't know who you are. Same here. I'm not like, because if I want us to all sort of trust each other as far as possible. But this is also about, if you got people around you don't trust, the tribe. Do you trust your tribe? If you don't, there's a problem. Adjust it. Even if you have to be alone. I went through that. Look, chaos and conflict. Have you done that? 33, Jesus. Have you went through the period in your life where you're like, I'd rather have no pals than shit pals. Sorry, but it's true. You know what I mean? I can't be around people I don't trust. Chaos and conflict. Who wants people around them where you're like, I don't know if I trust this person, or I feel like they've done something behind my back that I'm not going to and then you get proof of it. Somebody's went through that for maybe, yeah, orphaned. I can't believe this is such strong energy. Have you went through that where you felt like you're all alone, like you are out in the cold? But like I said, you'd rather be out in the cold with people you can't trust. If you've not went through that, you've not went through the full twin flame experience. Everyone has to go through that. And then you will be met with Treasure Island. You will come into a union with yourself and God, because that's what twin flames are about. And then you'll come into a divine union with somebody else that has went through the same experience. If that other person has not went through that type of hell, even if they usually go through it quicker, it's not your person. They have to go through that, and that's what I'm saying to you. If you don't know, if you haven't seen them, many of you wouldn't see it, you would feel it. If you haven't felt them going through that death of the ego, they're not ready for you. You're not ready for them. I know that is not that people. Some people don't want to hear that, but that is the truth of it. You mirror each other. That's what that means. You go through an equally painful experience, not usually at the same time. It can be years and years apart, but that person will eventually go through the same experience. And then they'll come to the edge. That's just hilarious because I don't know where it is, but I always show that card. Come to the edge, I'm afraid. Come to the edge, they pushed them, they flew. And I always see that about my mediumship. Like, what I mean? It was about when I was scared to put myself out there and be seen, and then I just was like, fuck it. And that's why I help people be seen and, step into their purpose as well. Come to the edge. That's when the masculine takes a leap of faith, and we're in Leo season. And it's certainly passionate. Is it the Lionsgate portal session, a group Zoom? So basically, The Lions, it's both. I'm doing a Lionsgate group session tonight from 9 o'clock UK time. Currently, there's 2 people signed up, and other person on live stream. Are you? I don't know. You don't need to tell me right now, but there's meant to be somebody else joining as well. And yeah, because I was only going to run it if I had 3 people. So it's going to be at least 3 people. But even if there's something happens and it's only 2, I'll do it with the 2 people. I've never done that before, I don't think, but I'll do it. In fact, I have done it. I've done it when I've had the membership before, where it was just 2 people. But usually everybody did turn up for the memberships, that because if you're paying for something monthly, you're usually going to turn up. Well, actually, not everyone does, but in other things I've been in, but people always turned up for mine because they liked it basically, and stuff does happen, like good stuff. Um, and also, by the way, when people couldn't join for some reason, they felt the healing even if they weren't physically there. But yeah, basically, there's the group Zoom I'm doing tonight, £55 is 9 o'clock, so that's for a couple hours. And there's a distant healing. Just look in the community tab, Lexi, and you can read it. But I'm also doing a flash sale on 1-to-1s for 8 to 8, and that's only there till tomorrow. So you might, I know that you like a session with me when you're called to it, so you might want to. And again, you could bank it. Like, you could, anyone that wants that, you don't need to like, I'm not going to be doing them this week kind of thing, because I'm going to be tired tomorrow after doing all of this today. But in fact, yeah, basically from tomorrow, like basically with the rest of today, I'm going to rest after this, and then I'm going to film a few videos for over the weekend, and then I will just be regaining, it's basically recharging my energy tomorrow and the weekend until Monday, because it's a Scorpio moon, and this is when I go into my shell a wee bit more. But you all should, because it's the shadow and it's deep feeling. It's a sexy Scorpio moon if you're with your twin flame, but it's a time of deep purging pain if you're not. So um but yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'll be doing the sessions from the 13th next week onwards. And yeah, all it is that, yeah, I just limit it that people can buy 2. And people don't even tend to buy more than 1, but you know what I mean? I think I did have it once where someone was like, and I was like, oh no, actually, I can't do that. It's not really very good for business, is it? But I'll allow people buy 2 if you want to do that. So why? Yeah, look, somebody's like, why? Why is this all happening? That's a spiritual awakening. But it's power moments to push you, unfinished symphony, and that's the twin flame unfinished symphonies. Look, and it's a 10. Liminal space. This is the twin flames that are floating about out there. That it's unfinished symphonies. Like, you've not got any closure. And that's when like, I'm not being funny, but that's when you know that something's wasn't over, still isn't over. Because if somebody's not been willing to close the door completely on something and have that, then they don't want it to be over. But that's also not fair. You can't keep somebody in that state. So, poised, fork in the road, milk and honey. That's the milk and honey Holy Grail unions. That's what's happening. Powerful energy. Yes, I'm joining, just waiting for my mum to give me enough money for it. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing you on it, Nathan. Right, okay, so what have we got? Yeah, because that's what's kind of amazing actually. Like I've done the New Earth weekly reading, and I've done the prayer circle. And then someone wasn't sure if they were going to be able to, and then they were the first person to actually book. So when the prayers worked fast. Whatever happened there, she'll be able to tell me later. So Lemurian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free, take your time. Basically, that is like what that card said when I pulled out the anointed and the sacred union. If you're meant to be there, you'll be there. So you know what I mean? Like, if you're meant to be there, God will make sure you're there, come hell or high water. Because it's the same with me with things that I've needed to do for my purpose and my calling. I must stress it doesn't mean, oh, you're going to come into a physical union right after this session. But what it means is this is a divinely timed healing for us all to get what we need with wherever we're at, for inner union, which is paramount before physical union. Because the point is, when you're truly in physical union, you still want the physical union, but it's not the be all and end all. Do you know what I mean? Because you've come into that place of peace within yourself and respect, and you talk like how I talk. Like, I'm not talking shit when I say that, because a lot of it will piss my twin off, to be quite frank, but it's the truth. That I don't want a perfect person. I want an honest person, and I want somebody that feels the same way about me. I just put out that's what I want, God. So send me that person. Send me the other half of my soul that could be honest back with me. If I can't get that, I don't want it. Well of dreams, creation, visions, messages, dissolve the veil, bliss, dreams. Divine cosmic mother womb, you're loved, you're safe, rest now, sleep well. But remember what I was saying, I'm going to have to rest after this. So that's all of us, after, because this is very strong energy that's coming through. Like, the activations that are coming in, especially if you are, oh, Lexi, see what I mean? Thank you for that. So Lexi has just signed up for, oh no, I thought it was the, wait a minute, what one did you sign up for? Ah, you got the one-to-one. That's the one that I thought that you would, yes, brilliant. Okay, I'll look at what time you actually booked because it's the same gist as always. I don't know whether I can do that actual time, but thank you for that. I thought you were joining the group thing, but I'm just excited the group thing is going ahead, to be honest. But cities of light, this is what we're building. New Earth communities, Telos, Adama, Inner Earth, etheric retreats, family of light, family of light, family of light. Look, I don't know why I said that 3 times. Look how many times the word retreats come up. So look for where you're going in your dreams. I don't know the $88 one. I do better one. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, I prefer to be honest. You know what I mean? Like it's 1-to-1 that I would prefer with someone. Although you are brilliant in a group too, I have to say. With your Aquarius rising, you're very good at being part of a group and bringing people together. Inner compass, support, trust your guidance. Yeah, this is the people that are they don't even know why they're being guided really, but you're being guided to follow your soul. I just looked at 222 when I said that. And observe, look, that's hilarious. We've had observe with an owl from another deck, and now we've got it again. Loving eyes see all, equanimity, see the truth, step back. Like the spot that I'm hiding in the middle of my my third eye. I'm not joking. That's when that's happened before over the years. People's third eyes are opening. That's why they done that. Now you can take it away. But yeah, I'll just be answering the door with a pseudocrem in my head. That's going to happen. The door's going to go, and I'm going to put the post there shut, and I'm going to forget, or the Amazon guy, and I'm going to have the cream under my head. It works. If you ever get a spot or something, pseudocrem works. Like that. That took away the chafing on my thighs. You'd have to have been here to understand what that's about. Within a couple of days, because I kept plastering it on. It's magic. Um, Dove of peace. And again, I always connect dove with the voice of God. Stay in the heart, all is well, be at peace. 10 again. So again, there's something really significant about 10 coming through. Just be in this place of the liminal space of you don't quite know what's going on or what's about to happen, but just embrace it. Because the next full moon on the 19th, isn't it? In Aquarius, that's exactly what that's about. Expect unexpected. Yeah, expect unexpected. That's what Aquarius is. So whatever you think is about to happen might be something completely different. It might be even better. No need to worry. Trust. That message keeps coming out when I done another one yesterday. No need to worry, trust. And also that one's like looks like twin flames because it's a person with another person behind them that's like a silhouette. If you believe. No need to worry, trust if you believe. Ask for help from others, which is what I said, and ask your angels. Keep asking your guides, angels, ancestors for help, or ask actual healers like myself for help. People that have got experience on this journey and that have went through the painful trials and tribulations themselves and still do. You know what I'm saying? Right. Listen to your heart, Leo season. Oh, actually, I think they wanted me to do that. So I've went way over the time that I want to be here again, but that's fine. What does the masculine want to say? What does the collective of divine masculines want to say? And I'm going to end it with a journey of love and a Mary Magdalene and Jesus card because I feel their energy very strongly. So the masculine is, I've got no in reverse. So what is so the masculine is, I'm taking that to mean the masculine is saying yes to if I could be your hero baby. I think that's the Six of Cups, or it's the Six of Wands victory. So the masculine is I need more time. Now is not the right time in the verse. I need more balance. Right, with all that combination, what I get is it's exactly what I've just channeled. You're not meant to know. So if you're confused right now about where you're at, where your person's at, what is going to happen here, that's where you're meant to be. No in the verse, I could be your hero baby. I need more time. Now is not the time in the verse, so that now is the time. I need more balance. You're not meant to know. So just let it go. Let it go and focus on you. Right. Jesus, what Jesus wants to say. Oh, this came through so fast. I feel like I want to turn that over. Love me. So that was not with the other cards, and I just picked up love me. So I think this person is wondering if you still feel the same. Seek professional advice. That message is coming through strong. So again, if that is specifically, speaking to some of you, maybe that's a hint that some of you do need to book that flash sale before it's not a flash sale. I want to get you drunk. That's the devil card. Someone's got very strong desires to you, which will only increase on the Scorpio moon. That's the truth. I just wish things were different. I feel that's the Seven of Swords or the Seven of Cups because I've never known this deck. But I feel that is the truth, that somebody does wish things were different and they're very drawn to you. But this could be the twin flames that are in other situations, trapped in other situations. But I am coming, trust. So that's all going to make sense to whoever it's meant to make sense to little different bits of it. Be of good comfort, your faith has made you whole. Matthew 9:22. So the 20, oh my God, and it's the one with Mary Magdalene and Jesus. What are the chances of that? I think that's the only card I've seen in this deck where they're both on it. Yeah, the 22nd of September could be significant, and that's what I'd said. That the autumn equinox could be significant for unions because that is about balance as well. But some will come in before that, and some it's long after. It really just depends where you're on your journey. But that's quite a good sign. We've got Mary Magdalene and Jesus on that card, and now I'm going to pull the Mary Magdalene card. Is it going to be another one where they're both on the card? Now, if that card doesn't come out, I am seeing the one in my third eye about be on guard, but it was more the other one that was about don't tell everyone of your love because they'll ruin it vibes. So even if those cards don't come out, that's the ones that I was seeing. Oh, it's 16, the tower. There's tower moments coming. Mary Magdalene's crying on this card as well. Hope and illumination, hold the light. I always feel as well, this isn't fully red, it's mostly red, so Mary Magdalene is associated with red as well. Unconditional love, move beyond fear, that does feel to be the message. That people are being encouraged to move beyond their fear. Because it's not as bad as you think. That's the message I'm getting here. So, hope and illumination, hold the light. Holding space for others can be exhausting and sometimes a thankless job. Remember to take time out for yourself to process your feelings. Wow, that's a very strong message. So whatever you're doing, whether you're doing stuff celebrating with me with the Lionsgate portal, or manifesting stuff like doing stuff on your own, or whatever it is you're doing. And also, can I just say, make sure if you're joining any kind of group things, make sure that you know who that person is and what they're doing, okay? Because people do weird shit on the Lionsgate portal. It's why they get me to do so much work to transmute the fuckery. But whatever you do, it's talking about sacred marriage as well. There's a lot about, see what I mean? Marriage, but it's meaning union. So basically, if something is not a sacred marriage, if it's far from a sacred marriage, it's breaking down right now. That's the message I'm getting. Karmic false contracts are breaking down for true divine sacred marriages. Boom, that's what's happening. Eventually, even if it's not right now. But yeah, take the time to process your feelings, to rest and integrate, because there's a strong energy that's coming through. Because look, I don't normally talk that fast. It is flooding through fast as fuck. I can't stop it. So, and also I'm hungry. I didn't eat before this. I usually do. Maybe, oh, when I talk about hunger, it's sexual energy. That's what's driving a lot of people too, because that's what that I want to get you drunk card is. It's the devil, it's this desire. But I feel it's somebody battling with it's not wrong to feel this way. It reminds me of that one I done ages ago with Mary Magdalene and Jesus. It was like I've tried to stay away, I can't. So that might be relevant. Mary Magdalene's exile in Egypt must have been a difficult time for her. It is said that Joseph of Arimathea, I don't know how to say that, was her guardian, and other family members were with her all those years. But she would have had to bear being separated from her bridegroom while she remained in the third density realm. In Egypt, Mary birthed her child in secret so that the Davidic bloodline could remain hidden. So see what I mean? Even there, you've got shit like that going on. I mean, anyway, it's her like things need to be hidden because it's not safe. Like your love is not that's makes me want to cry. I'm really tapping into the energy of this, but your love is not celebrated by all. In fact, people are very jealous. So I mean, this does, I mean, because that specifically, I would say as well that, if you're actually already in a union and you're pregnant or you're looking at start a family or anything like that, don't tell people. It's really sad, but seriously, I've helped people through stuff like this, and I know that it's true. There are people that do serious witchcraft on, yeah, I mean, I'm a womb healer and a womb activator, so there's people that can do serious witchcraft on you to stop things like that coming about. And think about it, they can even delay it time-wise so that by the time your person reaches you, you're past childbearing age. Like, there's all horrible kinds of shit that can happen. So if you are blessed and lucky enough to actually be able to do that, don't tell people. Don't tell people unless you trust them 100%. And I wouldn't trust anyone, to be honest, apart from you and your person. Um, Her teachings would hold the space as she was physically, mentally, and emotionally present for the others. Holding space means putting your focus on someone other than yourself and supporting them as they explore their feelings in a loving, non-judgmental space, which is what I can hold for you if you're wanting to. I felt that in my soul. What bit? Holding space means, yeah, I just read that bit. Mary was able to raise her frequency and meet with Yeshua on other planes, such as the sacred marriage chamber in the Heiros Gamos. That's when I've said before that it's even been said to me that when I'm in this space of basically a real strong inner union, like really to trust myself, like not to go and just like meet up for so and so for coffee or go and do this or that because it's like it's this the energies are so subtly balancing right now that something could shake me out of it. And I really do get that. I've never forgot that. That was channeled to me and it's and I'm just passing it on for other people who need to hear that. That yeah, it's this stuff is real. Here their souls would joyfully reunite in the embrace of true light continuum. That sounds like a spaceship or something, but again, maybe it's Palladian energy here. Holding this presence illuminated her for all to see and feel. In this way, others experience their sacred love. And that's why I will say that, that it's like, the more you are in a place of a beautiful inner sacred union, other people will feel it. But it's just energy vampires will feel it too. So be careful who you're letting around your energy. It is sacred. Have the patience to stay in a place and wait quietly for a while. It won't be forever. In the painting, the dove, oh, the dove again, God. In the painting, the dove sleeps while waiting for humanity to awake. Oh my God, this is an important one. The flame burns clear and bright as a symbol of hope. Clear means clear, and hope happens to be my favourite word. And then that one, I think I'm meant to read that. Oh, it's behind it. It's fucking, oh my God, I'm not reading them all. Look at the order. Unconditional love, move beyond fear. That's very interesting that one was about something about her child. This feels like Mary Magdalene and Sarah kind of stuff here. Let's see. Adapting to a new situation is challenging but necessary. Your old paradigm is breaking down. Move forward and make a fresh start. Yeah, it is Mary Magdalene. When Mary Magdalene and Sarah landed in I can't say that, with their extended family, they were strangers in a strange land. Starting over can cause great anxiety, especially if you're moving into unknown territory. You will find it easier when knowledge dispels fear and you find a way to leave the past behind. Move forward, new opportunities will emerge and new friends and allies. This is people that are moving away from false friends and family and whoever. And look, that was the one I meant. Look, Desert Rose. This is the reason I bought this deck. Desert Rose, true love cannot hide. This is what's about to happen. I can feel it's going to be around the full moon in Aquarius. There's going to be a lot of surprise unions. I channeled this ages ago, like a year ago or something. And behind that, Magdalene's portal, gateway. Hello, the Lions Gateway portal, Lionsgate. The unknown journey, embrace the unfamiliars behind it. Yeah, the same message. I'll read that one again because that's the one I saw in my third eye, and that's my favourite one. Just to really hammer home this. So, morning, good morning. 9:30 my time, just drinking my coffee. I told the kids that we needed to get clothes for school, more pants, and my 5-year-old looked at me and said, "Pants, oh my God, did he hear what I was saying yesterday? Or did he just say that for no reason? Is that him being psychic? Did he not know the inside joke?" That's hilarious. It's a collective inside joke now. Yeah, funny. Yeah, no, my cousin did find that hilarious. That's all we exchanged, by the way. All she said back was pants and ha ha ha. And the next time I see her, it'll be next month. And it's just, that's normal. Hilarious. Right, so I'm going to read this, and I think oh no, I'm going to read The Journey of Love too. Desert Rose, true love cannot hide. So this doesn't mean, I know sometimes you feel like this is all happening like right now. It's not that. It's just that when this all goes down, this is how it goes down. It's just I'm giving you an omen of it. Do you know what? Wizard baby. Yes, a wizard baby. To keep your love secret will be difficult. Like the rare desert rose, people will see it and sense it. Some will share your joy, and others will be unable to overcome their shortcomings to be happy for you. In legend, the most beautiful rose in the world lies in the desert. It is rarely seen, but it has mesmerizing aroma that draws those who are lost in the wilderness and have given up all hope. This rose is believed to be a sign from God. Look how many signs from God there are. I've seen the dove twice, and now this is saying this. No matter how exhausted you are, beholding the rose's incredible beauty and experiencing its intoxicating aroma will replenish your strength. You'll be led out of the desert and out of danger. I feel this is about the masculines that are being led away from people that they can't trust if they haven't already got themselves away from this. Because I feel the feminines listening to me, you've already went through this. This is my feeling. But you will have yeah, this is my feeling. If you've not, then you've found me and you're newer to the journey, but that's the feeling. This is the power of love. It can inspire, restore, heal, and lift your vibration to the highest levels of existence. Mary Magdalene and Yeshua would have been absolutely illuminated in this state of love. Their alliance may have caused jealousies among some apostles, as they could not share their bliss or know how to create for themselves. So the jealous fucks just gossiped and tried to break up the happy couple. It doesn't say that. I just added that bit in. So just be aware of that, guys. That is what happens with true twin flame union. That's how you'll know you're a true twin flame union. If people actually at one point commented on how amazing the chemistry was between you, but then over the years when you were still hooking up, or if you eventually got to be a couple, or not everyone does, because again, this energy is like a force field keeping you apart. But whatever it was, or the masculine was still in the programming of, live the highlight, be a player, whatever, or they get trapped by other people and blah blah blah. There's loads of different things that happen. And for the woman, if you're in the masculine energy, you meet somebody, you have a child with them or a couple of children, and you just do the next thing, and but you know that you're not happy. Like there's all these different kind of scenarios people have been in. It's I tend to find if people then sort of go quiet on it, and it's like because they want you to forget about each other. They want you to forget about each other because not everybody gets that kind of love. And that's why true twin flames, when you're talking to a twin flame, divine feminine or divine masculine, regardless of gender, if you get somebody when they're not got the mask on, they will talk like, even if I never get that love back, it was the happiest times of my life. Because that's how I feel. Like, even if I never get that love back, it was the happiest time of my life. And that's why I can't recreate that with anyone else. So I'd rather just, live the rest of my life a lonely old lady, getting hit on and batting them off. Maybe that won't even happen at a point. Maybe just nobody, I'll just fell in love. Anyway, that's just me. Find something, if not someone, to love and cherish. A pet, a person, a garden of exotic aromas and vibrant colours. Find paintings, music, whatever will raise your frequency to a strong place where negative energy cannot dwell. Boom, drop the mic. We're not ending it though, because I'm going to do the journey of love, and I bet you this one's going to blow us out of the water. And if you want, oh wait a minute, there's those cards. I was looking for them. If you want if you want, if you want this times 10, then get yourself in that group Zoom or book a personal session. Because in the group Zoom, I'm going to use the cards I've just found, but I need to be careful not to knock over the laptop. Because it is Mercury retrograde. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's a basket. Maybe I'll just take out half of them and then get the other half. Basically, I'm reaching for the Goddess Isis cards. Because that's what I usually use on. They're my special. I've got loads of special cards, but these are my extra special ones. So let's just shuffle and then hopefully I find the book in time for the group Zoom. What card am I going to start the group Zoom off or read at some point? What can you tell us? I think you need to break out the Sweary unicorn cards. Do you know what, Lexi? I don't know where they are. There's one kicking up. You've said that for a reason. Do you know what? The only one sitting here is get over yourself, pull your shit together. Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. That's, by the way, you were meant to say that. God just told you to say that. Because that is basically the vibe right now. On the Lionsgate portal, and also because where did I see? I saw a shorts before I came on here, and it was a man quoting a Chinese proverb, and it was basically I can't remember all of it, but it was like, if you want to be happy for a day, do this. If you want to be happy for, I don't know, a year, do this. If you want to be happy for a lifetime, help other people. So yeah, help somebody else and it'll, I know exactly, it'll magnify, because that's what I'm saying. That's what I done yesterday. And then now it's like I'm happy that I'm getting to hold the group Zoom. And yes, that does bring abundance my way too, but it's actually like this is the flow I've been in before, and I feel I'm getting back to it. When I know when my happiness and my excitement is more excited about the event that I'm holding or the session that I'm doing, that my PayPal just starts filling up because I wasn't focused on the money. And it's quite hard to kind of get back to that sometimes. But I have been in that flow state before and I feel like I'm in it. So it's quite good because, like I said, really, I should be holding like a group Zoom once a month for something. And then my abundance will be flowing in like that as well as from other places. But it was because I stopped doing it because I didn't have the energy. I was exhausted, like that fucking card just said. Because I do embody, I do embody the energies of what these archetypes go through. That's why I can channel them so strongly. Right. Fucking hell. I'm like, I find it hilarious because when other people watch this, like karmic energies that like don't get this, I'll be like, what the fuck's you talking about? And blah blah blah. Like, I just think I wonder what they say, but I also don't care. Because look, I'm in the flow of look what I just said. Divine creativity and manifestation on the Lionsgate portal, if you don't mind. So I'll leave that to read. But the first one that I've just drew is Spirit of Isis, which again, that is my strongest archetypes that I work with are Mary Magdalene and Jesus, Goddess and Osiris, because Isis and Osiris, because the whole thing, that is what Soul Retrieval is about. Osiris was split up into tiny little pieces, and like his true love gathered back this, obviously, if this was real, it's, but it's a metaphor, gathered back the soul pieces to bring him back to life with that love. And I was actually going to put my ankh on, because I felt guided to, but like that's where I would point to the ankh if it was on me, but I'll have it on later. But yes, Spirit of Isis, triumph of the goddess. So I mean that does indicate that there is some sort of triumph for the divine feminines. But just get in this flow state. Love it. Right, so I need to find the book now. That could take me right up until we've got the thing at like 9 o'clock. I'll put them there though, so I don't forget. Right. It was just because they just showed me, but I was looking for it and they just showed me it. So you might just suddenly see something. Right, so give us the, and also it's 1444, 144 as I'm reading this one. So give us the Journey of Love card. And so I hope you enjoyed today's. Oh, look, and then of course the random healing spirit card that's caught up in the deck is heal yourself to heal the world, which is what the true divine feminine does. And then, like I've said, the true divine masculine will be guided to do the same in a very short period of time, which could still seem like a long time to you. Because I'm pretty sure I sensed when mine was in the thick of it, and it's, but you don't. That's what you got to let go of. I was in mine for fucking years, so pray for him. Right, so um Seed of the Heart, 25. So 25th of August could be significant. Fire and Ice, 37. 3 and 7 is 10. There's been a lot about 10. Right. I'm gonna go after this because I've been here ages. But yeah, thank you for buying that session, Lexi, and thank you anybody else if you want to join the group Zoom or the distant healing or the individual sessions. Seed of the heart. Within each of us is a divine seed of love waiting to blossom into fullness. We don't always know what type of blossom we shall be. However, and sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossoming itself can cause us anxiety, pain, or fear because it is taking us into an unknown, unexpected direction. Well, that not only fits with all the things about all the Mary Magdalene cards about the unknown, into the unknown, but also the next full moon being about the unknown, the unexpected. You find out when you take the leap of faith, when you come to the edge and you jump. Um, into jump for my love. You jump into what you don't know what's about to happen next. I know you got that bit, but I just wanted to explain it. We may even fear that the direction we're heading is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were even possible. The seed in the heart arises as guidance when we're unfolding into a new manifestation of divine light within. Remember, Lionsgate Portal is all about that heightened energy of manifestation. So think about what you do want. Don't spend time dwelling on what you don't want. And I've just realised all the cards about negative energy, negative groups of people, whoever they might be, or even if you are with one negative person, whatever it is, try your best to get away from those negative people today, to spend a bit of time your own, really cultivating that, thinking about what it is you do want. Spend some time in meditation. I'll be meditating most of the day until I do the group Zoom later. It comes as encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow and to be as open, unthinking and ready for the unexpected as possible. A plant just needs to be the right conditions to grow healthy, and if you've ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in the pavement, then you'll know that when something is meant to grow to the light, it will do so, even against the most apparently insurmountable odds. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you, the most perfect support for your own divine blossoming. Oh, here's that word again, trust. Know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting, a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now, as your life energy supports it. When sky can imagine the dark awake, and awe light pervades, and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue bold birth. And on the next page, it's called Guardian of the Soul Family. Which, when I pulled that once, I was like, I think that might be what I'm doing. The Guardian of the Soul Family. The Guardian of the Soul Family. Sounds like a film. Oh, wait a minute. I want to shuffle these. I don't know where the book is, but what do we need to know? Oh my God, wow. Alchemical mutation at that. I think that's about Dark Night of Soul. So look, that guy's having a bit of a rough time there. So that's definitely about people going through the Dark Night of Soul. Hold on, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as. Hold on the other side of it, you'll be the greatest version of yourself. We believe in you. Key of Light, that's the Ankh. Wow. Wow. Earth healing. Yeah, exactly. The earth is healing. Those of you that are 38, that can be very significant. Big family of light. I love it when I swap the deck. I just read the Guardian of the Soul family and now I've just pulled Family of Light. Oh, and the 17th, so that's right before I thought it was the day of, but it's not. The 19th is the full moon Aquarius, so 17th could be significant, and 11/11 messages in the numbers. Well, we always pay attention to the numbers around here. And like I've said before, if you've missed the memo in that when I've said it, I do try to acknowledge when people, say my battery's at whatever percent and all of that and all that. But if I don't, it's just because it happened to me for so many years on end that I'm telepathic with it. I see it, but I don't call it out. But seriously, I'm saying, you can do that if you want. Like Tina does it a lot, and I mean, I usually do. I'll repeat it, but if I don't, it's just because it's kind of like I think it's like my brain bypasses it a lot of times. So it's like I just have to explain. I just have to explain because it's like it's the only way I could describe it. It's like I just see it and I don't say it. I like the sound of Guardian of the Soul Family for you. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Guardian of the Soul Family. I remember when I pulled that before, it was very I'd just been saying something like that and then it came out. Um oh, oh shit, do I need to read it? I think I do, because that almost reminds me, it's not a lion, but it looks like some kind of cat. Might be like Lyran. It feels Egyptian. So it's 13, divine feminine energy. Let's see what I'll just have a wee. I've opened up the book, must be important. You've been moving so fast for so long that you're not realizing how wound up you've become. Gently unwind now to drop into a deeper, slower healing rhythm, and you will restore your body, mind, and soul. Things which seem too difficult right now shall soon seem very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. What film's that from? It's Bruce Almighty. Pleasurable. The Egyptian, oh, it is. Wow, look. It was just, oh man, I didn't know that. The Egyptian cat-headed goddess of dance, festivals, and birth. There's a lot about birth here. There's things that are being birthed. Healing and sacred potions known as Bastet. Her sacred cult was one of the beauty, pleasure, and enjoyment. Worshipping her was not about ignoring the problems that are part of being alive. In fact, just as cats can see in the dark and are natural, skillful hunters, Bastet was often called for psychic protection from hidden negativities. Look at what I said. Must be important for me. I've pulled that extra one. To secure one's life force and enhance one's vitality. Her role as a healer and creatrix of magical healing potions with sacred perfume, she integrates healing with pleasure, relaxation, and sensual connection to the physical world and nature, including beautiful natural oils, jewels made with precious, semi-precious stones. Bastet shows us how to slow down and smell the roses whilst applying perfumed oil to our bodies, breathing in their high frequency scent to protect and soothe the heart. She's the guardian and guide of the sumptuous feminine paradise that brings healing, a willingness to connect to the earth and the body, connect to the experience of sacred healing, playfulness, exuberance, and natural states of joy. I don't know about you guys, but that very much sounds like sacred sexual union. um, whether it is energetic in the astral realms or whether it's the physical. Right, so it's telling you to listen to the 174 hertz to have some meditation time to that, so you might want to do that. And if an issue's been troubling you, this oracle brings guidance that there's an approach available that can reduce suffering and increase your feelings of happiness. That could actually be booking a session. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. This might be an extra sign to get on the group Zoom, to get the distant healing, or to get a personal session, because there's lots of options there. But if you're okay, then don't. But that's what I'm getting from that. Basta is a portent of joy and celebration. Believe in the happiness and healing your heart can create and attract, because that is what this day is all about. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll pray for your twin for that too. That is horrible. I mean, that sounds like she could surely do something about that. That's not fair to get fired for refusing a shift. What is her boss, Hitler? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm forever saying this to people close to me that it's like, I'm not being funny, but like, you know what I mean? Some people's bosses do make you feel like you've not got a choice. It's, you know what I mean? There's things you can do about that when people act unfairly like that. Oh, why are we not finished yet? Face your fears, for it is the right. Oh, look, right. Okay, this one, I'm going after this. Face your fears, for it is the right time and you're ready to overcome them. You will be given the power to fulfill your heart's desires. Leo season. Embrace your path with confidence. Healing around, belonging, and abundance is taking place within your soul. You're spiritually protected from toxic energies. I feel, look, some of you must really needed confidence that you're spiritually protected and move forward because there's fear about what comes next, but you are spiritually protected. And if you're connected to this channel, you're spiritually protected. I'm praying for you. And my prayers are powerful. But it's more powerful when we all pray for one another. So recognize your inner, use the power of pray for yourself. That's really what I'm here to teach you. You know what I mean? But recognize, sometimes you need to believe in the power of somebody else's belief before you can believe in your own. You know what I mean? Um, Recognize your inner. Oh, I love it. Right, I'm going now. I think this might need to go in the title. Recognize your inner divine badass and commit to your dreams with conviction. Badass boundaries is what I'm here to teach people, and you're not going to get your ultimate happiness and your ultimate happiest life unless you do have badass boundaries, especially with toxic energies. And there's a huge, huge, huge signs coming at us from all these different cards. Even when I think I'm finished and I'm picking up a different one, is talking about protecting yourself from the negative energies, getting away from the negative energies. It reminds me of They Live. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. People are realizing not everyone around you is supporting you. Hopefully you have got people around you, soul family that are supporting you, but whatever. I'm going now because I really need to eat. It's nearly 3 o'clock, but so people, and I need to sort my hair. So people, I will see you on the, well, I'll see you in the energetic realms if you want the healing. Again, nobody's signed up for it yet, so I'll just keep an eye out. But if you sign up for the distant healing, then I'll send you that at 8 o'clock. If you're joining the group Zoom, I'll see you on the group Zoom. I won't be in my jammies, I will be dressed. Or I'll be in a new pair of jammies that I'll get dressed. And or um or book a personal session while the flash sale's on, because the flash sale will go away at some point tomorrow. If you manage to catch it and book it, then it's fine. I'll not put a time on it. I'll just take it away. So if it's away, it's away, right? So I'm not talking shit. If it's away, it's away. It's going away on Friday. And yeah, just enjoy.